Good evening, all of you. Oh, the video is lagging. Yeah. Good evening, all. Lucky, the YouTuber, Atish, Saishri, X Hunter. If you can write down your names, X Hunter, Lucky, Anita, Saswat, Adhyan, Lalita. This is Padmini, Nitish, Arya Shlok, Anisha. A mesmerizing evening to all of you. Saishri, I took your word. Yes. Yes, yeah. Tanudas, I know Tanudas very well. Right, okay, Pushpak. Subalakshmi, Mahesh. Somewhat the video is slightly lagging. Yes, Ritik, good evening, Ritik. Good evening, all of you. So, the very first question, Milkha Singh, yes. Good evening. Milkha Singh, can you please write down from which part of India do you belong to? Or to which part of where do you belong to? Okay, Shriyanka. Good evening, Shriyanka. Shriyanka, let me know from where do you belong to, Shriyanka? Because I'm interacting with you all for the first time. So let me know where am I connected to, right? Good evening. Good evening, Saswati. Bijit Karmakar. Good evening. Sujit Raut. Okay. Good evening, all of you. Fine. Okay. Now, the very first and the most common question which I always ask, how are you? Let me get some interesting answers. How are you? Shriyanka, I'm from Orissa. I'm Priyanshu's friend. Yay! Thank you for joining, Shriyanka. And yes, from this Priyanshu's friend, I'm reminded that today is Friendship's Day. Somebody had written in the beginning that happy Friendships Day. So, a happy Friendships Day to all of you. In the pink, as fresh as Daisy. Okay, Milka Singh, I'm doing well. Doing well. Fine, ma'am. Okay. Any other response apart from fine? I'm doing well. As fresh as Daisy. Pushpak, I think as fresh as Daisy is more appropriate for a female to say. You can take better responses for this. Okay. Sai Bharani Mishra, good evening. Okay, we'll straight away start to our today's lesson, but then before that, I have certain activities for all of you, and I have jotted it down also because I am very poor at memorizing things. Now, the first thing, the name of today's uh, the session that we have, the name, the art of speaking. Now, I'll be discussing why I have given it a name or why I have chosen the name, the art of speaking. Why do we call it as art? Okay, that is first thing. And then I'll be telling you about what, quite good, ma'am. Yes. Now then I'll be telling you what are the things which is needed to present yourself when you are speaking in front of a crowd. Some of you might be aware, those who are associated with me for the last 1 year, that last year we had organized a competition, Speak Up, where we had participants from all across, I can say all across the country, all across India, because we got participations from Orissa, of course, from Orissa. We had some participants from Hyderabad, West Bengal, Gujarat, and Bihar as well. So we are planning to do it once again. So before we do that, I'll just give you a slight introduction about how to prepare a speech and what all things you have to keep in mind. लेकिन उससे पहले I have some interesting activities for you. As today is Friendships Day, I want you all to text some synonyms for the word best friend. Listen to my question first. Write down some synonyms. Synonyms matlab similar words. जो है आपका जिसका मीनिंग सेम है. Write down some words which mean as best friend. Yes, Dia, good evening. What synonyms can we use for best friends? Okay, Milka has written soulmate, best buddy is accepted. Pramod Shah, bestie. Okay, I want some more answers. Bosom buddy, okay. Companion, right. Best buddy, okay. Soulmate, confidant, Saswat confident. I like that word. You know, confidant is somebody. Let me elaborate it a little bit. Confident is somebody जिस पे आप भरोसा कर सकते हो. You can share all your secrets. You can trust the person. Amigo, okay. Partner, pal, close friend. Any other answer? Chum, buddy, pal. Okay, pal. Any other reply? Companion, best friend. Okay, Shriyanka, my question was best friend के अलावा हम क्या क्या बोल सकते हैं और क्या क्या हो सकता है, क्या क्या synonyms हो सकती हैं in place of best friends, and along with that you can text me the name of your best friend. Along with that you can text me the name of your best friend. Let me see who is that, and if your best friend is here present in the platform, then well enough. Otherwise, you can also call them. आप उनको बुला भी सकते हो. Let them also share the platform. Trusty friend. I do not know about this trusty friend. I knew this. Achha, Milka Singh has also written Purvi. Sumit, bestie, Hitakshi. Okay. My best friend is Sanvi Sahu. Okay. So no more best friends you have? Okay, Rishita, Ayush Raj. So where are your best friends? Do call them in. And yes, do not forget to like the video. You all are here in the platform. Do like it. And you can also call along your friends today. Pranav, boon companion, okay? There's some lagging in the video. Okay. My best friend is Nitish. Oh God, Atish has got so many friends. Oh, okay. Now, one more, the next question. The next question for all of you. Use the word friend. Well, listen to me. The next question for all of you. Atish Mohanty, okay. Nikhil Rai has written some names. Best friend's other name is Bezati ma'am. Habiba and Chitra, okay, are his best friends. My best friend is Nitish. Oh my God, Pushpa, you make me feel so religious. True God true friend is God. Fine. Listen to the next question. The next question is you have to frame a sentence using the word friend. You have to frame a sentence using the word friend, provided it should be a verb. Use it as a verb. Use the word friend to frame a sentence, and use the word friend as a verb, not as a noun. Use the word friend as a verb, not as a noun. True friend is okay. Never ever befriend me. You have used befriend where you have added be, which is again you have added another word. You are my most perfect friend in the entire world. No, Atish, my question is use the word friend as a verb. Use it as a verb, not as a noun. Use it as a verb. You understand what is verb? Verb is an action word. It shows action, so you have to use this as a verb. Acquaintances were shallow and many, but if a person had one true friend in a lifetime, they were blessed. I am befriended. Why are you doing friendship with me? No, you have used friendship over here. Friendship is noun, Pushpak. No. I think any other answer to this where you can use friend as a verb. That's what friends are for. You have to use it as a verb. My question is you have to use it as a verb, not as a noun. No, Nikhil, you will add here befriend me. Will you befriend me? You can frame a sentence like this. I friended him because of his personality. I friended him because of his personality. So you can use the word friend as a verb in a sentence where friend is where friend acts as a verb. I want to be friend. I want to be friend. I want to be friend. Okay, fine. Now coming back to the main point, what we were discussing, the art of speaking. Now, can anyone tell me why do we call it as art of speaking? Why the word art has been used? Why not any other word? Why is it an art? Why is it an art of speaking? Why have we used the word art? I'm still lagging behind. Yeah. Why do we call it as the art of speaking? Okay, somebody has answered. Pattern of speaking, I think so. Pattern of speaking? Is it pattern of speaking? Okay. Okay, Pramod and Saswati, I've got your answers, but my question is, why do we call it art of speaking? Why not? Why have I used the word art? You might have heard it some other places also, because we add creativity in it, and anything creative is art. Okay, very good, accepted. Saipalini Mishra, the technique of speaking. Okay, now tell me one thing. If you find someone very monotonous and dull standing and speaking in front of you, will you accept what the person says? The process of making speeches in public. Okay. No. When I say art of speaking means that can be speaking to anybody. वो किसी के साथ भी आप बात कर सकते हो. It can be when you are giving a speech in front of public, or when you are or when you are talking to someone else. Why is it called art? Because it is a skill. The right word what I wanted was it's a skill, right? You have to master the skill. And how will you master? If you want to master the skill of speaking, you have to speak. Now tell me, how many of you all want to work, or how many of you all want to, of course, have a good career, a satisfying career, I would rather say, not good career, because the word good is not having any proper definition. So how many of you all want a satisfied career? You may become anything you want. You become a career, I mean, an engineer or a doctor or a lawyer, an architect, whatever. But how many of you all want a satisfying career? Why I have used the word satisfying? Because you should be satisfied. Okay, Archita, me. Somebody has written no. Oh, oh. Yeah, yeah. Good evening. Good evening, Yash. Fine. The purpose why I asked you, why do you want to have a satisfying career? My passion is my dream. What is your passion, Sai Shri? Let me know. I do need I'm sorry, I'm late. Okay, Poovi. Yeah. Why I was talking about satisfying career is, see, whatever career you enter into, now do not think that if I get into the technical field, I don't need to speak. I will just sit in front of computer and I'll be working. Now don't think if I become a doctor, I'll just go and operate. You will have to speak till you'll have human beings around. जब तक आपके आसपास human beings है, आपको बोलना पड़ेगा, चाहे आप कोई भी profession में हो. And when you are speaking means your speaking should be proper. I'm not telling you to stand in front of a crowd and speak, but you should know how to put your points in front. So whatever profession you choose, when you're entering into that profession, there is something called as interview, which you all might have heard. And when interviews come, you have to speak. We should be confident while speaking. Yes, Milka Singh, we should be confident, but वो confident आएगा कहाँ से? That's what is the point. वो confidence आएगा कहाँ से? So whichever profession you choose, you need to speak. So you need not think that, oh, that's not needed for me. First of all, that's not needed to me. We don't want to do. No, see, doing a job somebody has written, as it is boring to do a job we don't want to do. No, it does not get boring to job. That's the reason I said satisfied career. Priyanshi, I would answer this. Satisfying career, when I say, means it can be a job, it can be a business, it can be a freelancing. So it can be any career that satisfies you. And for that, okay, because for that you have to speak. That's what I said. Now, when I talk about art of speaking, and now let us first distinguish between what is communication skills and what is speaking in English. What is communication skill and what is speaking in English? Communication skills, when I talk about communication skills, is how you communicate. And speaking in English is just a language which is needed for speaking. So whatever language you speak, you need to be confident. And English is just a language which is used to communicate, as because it is widely used. That's it. Now, tell me one thing. When you listen to a person, what is the first thing that you observe in the person? When you are listening to a person, आप जब किसी को सुन रहे हो, तो आप उसमें कौन सी चीजें आप ध्यान में रखते हो, या फिर कौन सा चीज that actually stays in your mind? What is that? Expressions. Okay, facial expressions, behavior. No, I'm talking about speaking. So behavior, speaking mein kahan se? Okay, fine. Body language, ma'am, his attitude and his gesture. Will you not notice the words that he is speaking? So I'll just point out what are the things that we generally observe, and I will write it down. Acha, fluency. Somebody has written fluency. His speaking style. Speaking style. Okay. We look at the fluency, and then what else do we see? We see at the pronunciation. Okay. I hope it's visible. We look at the pronunciation. Accent. No, we don't need to look at the accent. Pronunciation and fluency is okay. Body language, somebody has written. Attitude and gestures, somebody has written. Purvi, you have written face. It's not face, rather it will be facial expression. And when I talk about facial expression, everything goes into your eyes. So all that expressions, they go into it. Way of speaking. Okay, body language. Observe his or her words. Okay. Anything else? Skill of speaking. Confidence level. Okay, anything more? Yes, in place of facial. And okay, Nikhil has written fluency. Skill of speaking. So these are the things that you look at. You don't notice at the words, what words he's using or she's using. Skill of speaking. Body language, speaking techniques. How much interested he or she is to talk. Fine. If you are not speaking directly to the person, if you find the person speaking to someone else, what specific words the characters say. way of speaking and pronunciation, Saswat has written. Not very fast, neither very slow. Speaking in a medium, very good. I wanted some points, I got it. One is speed. Shall I wait for your answers or shall I write down all the points? One point I have got, speed. His basic knowledge in grammar. Uh, Basic knowledge in grammar, well, basic knowledge in grammar will go under fluency, I think. If a person is good enough in grammar, then only the person will be fluent. Voice type, shouting voice, deep voice. We will name it as tone. The tone or the voice with which the person speaks. Accuracy while speaking, whether he is speaking something which is genuine or not. Sometimes there are people, they may not say genuine things, but if they follow all these, people fall in that trap. I do not know whether you agree or not, but there are certain people, they may not speak, whatever they are speaking, that may not be right. But when they follow all these, people are all convinced. You don't see the pronunciation, but we judge the fluency. If you do not see the pronunciation, how can you judge the fluency? See, I think last to last class, I said about accent. If I talk about accent, don't go about that American and British accent. There is one more accent in between, which is called Indian accent. Accent पे काम मत करो, pronunciation पे काम करो. जो words को जैसे pronounce करते हैं, try to pronounce it. And then bring a little bit of grace, which nobody has said. Tone, fluency, pronunciation, facial expression, speed. Okay, body language can be again said as gesture or gesture and posture, I'll say rather. Gesture and posture. I hope this is posture if it's visible to you. Yes, Nandini, Jay Nandini, right? Jay Nandini Pati. Oh yeah, Nandini, welcome to the platform. How he used to hide his mistakes while speaking? No, hiding mistakes. See, Archita, as you've told about mistake, let me tell you, do not be afraid of making mistakes. Do you think that I don't make mistakes? I do make mistakes, but I try to rectify it. I have done plenty of mistakes while making videos. I even do mistakes when I take classes. So do not judge a person by his or her mistakes. That's okay. A person is making mistakes because initially when you start speaking, you may not be perfect. You will make mistakes. So let's not judge a person by the mistakes that he makes. And let's not judge somebody by the way he speaks. I mean, see, if you're good enough in speaking, like if I'm good enough in speaking, if I'm speaking well in English, okay, fine. I believe that's a blessing for me. If somebody is not good at, okay, let's not demean the person. Let's not underestimate the person. You know what you want. You know what is your aim. So you have to work upon it. As that is the reason I asked, do you want a satisfied career? Okay. Otherwise, there are so many careers where people are there that do not open their mouth at all. But yes, if you talk about satisfaction, if you talk about a pleasing personality, then you have to speak. And I have got all these points from you. We should not judge anyone. Yes, I also believe that, Milka. We should not judge anyone. Anybody whom I meet doesn't know English, I revert and I start talking in any other language, whichever language the person is comfortable. Okay, we should not judge a book by its cover. We should judge a person's knowledge and talent on the basis of their accent. अरे फिर से accent कहाँ से आया? I told you there's something called Indian accent. Do you think I follow American accent or I follow British accent? I don't follow. I stick to my own Indian accent. and it should be free of MTI, that is mother tongue influence. Ma'am should not. Okay, should not. Somebody has written eye contact. So that eye contact will go under facial expression. Pushpak, that will go under facial expression. आपका facial expression जो है ना उसमें आपका आँख even देखो अभी if I talk about facial expression, like if I say, if I do like this shows I am not interested, right? Suppose you are talking to me and I sit like this, I'm not interested. Okay, so that's what. So that is what is your face reveals a lot of things. If we are smiling or not, that's a good point. Nandini, if we are smiling or not. Now I'll tell you about smiling. If you are meeting a person, a sweet smile, or I can say a mild smile at the beginning is okay. Like if I'm meeting a person for the first time, I prefer to shake hands, so I'll shake hand, I'll give a smile, and then I'll have a pleasant, mild smile throughout. But it should be a mild smile. Too much of smiling gives wrong indication. So you might see people ज़रूरत से ज़्यादा smile करते हैं. So that should not be there. Again, your smiling should be a limited one. And of course, having a sweet smile on your face enhances your personality. Okay. Because these days people are mesmerized by foreign accent. Are, who said people are mesmerized by foreign accent? No, it's not. I don't agree with you. Okay, somebody has come and they have started chatting. Okay, anyway. Yeah, what I was coming to this. Somebody said about smile. Again, smile will go under facial expression. It will go under facial expression. Now, coming to the topic of preparing a speech. When you are preparing a speech, you need to take care of all. And if I talk about tone, your tone should not be too high. It should not be too low. Your pitch should not be too high. It shouldn't seem that you are shouting at someone. आप चिल्ला रहे हो किसी के ऊपर, ऐसा नहीं लगना चाहिए. अगर भी आपका टोन वैसा है, you need to work on it. आपको थोड़ा सा soft, you should bring a little softness in your voice. Yes, Nandini, exactly. Every accent is beautiful in its own way. That's very true. Every accent is beautiful and every language is beautiful also. It doesn't mean that I teach English, I speak English. Doesn't mean that I do not like and I do not speak my mother tongue. I do speak in my mother tongue also. And I am blessed that I know 4 languages. Not fluently, but at least I know 4 languages. Right, okay. Coming back to this. Tone. Work on your tone. Thoda sa softness should be there in your voice. It should not be high pitch. कान में चुभना नहीं चाहिए किसी का आवाज. Talking about fluency. Now, see, if I say, let's say, somebody spoke about grammatical error. तो fluency में अगर हम, if we are talking about fluency, तो grammatical errors तो उसमें अगर आप थोड़ा सा कर भी लेते हो तो it is okay. You can overcome that. So if we talk about fluency means without any gaps, without any pauses. Achha, one more point that has come to my mind, that is fillers. I'll just write it over here. Okay. So that is how fluently you speak, how gracefully you speak the language. How gracefully you speak the language. Now, when I say gracefully, I don't mean style. Somebody had written style. It's not about style. It's how gracefully you pronounce the words and how gracefully you speak. Okay. Like I will, if you have watched traditional dance, like maybe Odissi dance or any other dance, you may find the dancers are very graceful. They present things very gracefully. So your speaking should be gracefully. Talking about your pronunciation, so pronunciation, the best way I would say that you can, any word which is troubling you, You can listen to the pronunciation and you can practice it. So you need a lot of tongue practice to pronounce the word properly, and that you can do. You can listen to this correct pronunciation. Now you all have mobile phones with you. You can do that. But if you are doing that, make sure you follow the British pronunciation, not the American pronunciation. You need to follow the British pronunciation because we follow the Britishers. Okay. Coming to facial expression. Facial expression, it's like somebody said about smile. Okay, a sweet smile, a pleasant smile is okay on your face. Proper eye contact when you are talking, maybe in front of a camera. So you need to maintain a proper eye contact. When you're talking to a crowd of people, your eye contact should shift accordingly. It should not stay at one place. But if you're shooting before the camera, then obviously your eye contact will be one. When you are when you are speaking in front of a crowd, your eye contact should be proper. Now, with this, I'm reminded of one question. I was conducting an interview session where the child asked me that, ma'am, अगर इंटरव्यू में इंटरव्यूअर जो है अगर 4-5 बैठे हैं तो आई कांटेक्ट कैसे, हाउ टू मेंटेन आई कांटेक्ट, एक के बाद एक के बाद एक के बाद एक, should we see that? So I said, देखो, if you look at this like this one by one, that will be too mechanical, that will be like a machine. So what you can do is that it's normal, you can just casually have an eye contact with all. So that is what, when you are in front of a crowd, your eye contact should be proper. And when you are in front of video, your eye contact, of course, should be true for the camera. Talking about speed, I think somebody said about speed. Yes, very good. Avoid fillers. And Nandini, I'm adding your point over here. Avoid repetition. I'll come to all these points. And thank you so much for giving me the points. I'm a forgetful person. I forget when I start speaking. Yes, I was talking about speed. I think Nikhil has said about speed. ज़्यादा fast बोलेंगे तो बहुत अच्छा English इसका है. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं होता है. अरे, whatever I'm speaking, the other person should observe that. It's not that I am speaking and the other person is listening. The person should also observe. अरे, उसको time तो दो. जो बोल रहे हो वो उसको समझ में आए. Now, in competitions, you have a limit of 2 to 3 minutes. And you have so many points. I have found participants running. They run. कि मुझे 2 मिनट में 50 पॉइंट बोलना है. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. You can fish out some points. Fish out means जो relevant है, उस पे highlight करो. जो irrelevant है, उसको जाने दो, and you can club the sentences. So ऐसा नहीं कि you have to run. I have to speak in 2 minutes. I have seen people standing in front of the camera and speaking non-stop. Now, when you are giving a speech, the person should also understand what you are saying. If you are raising a question, pause for a few seconds. Let the person absorb the question. अरे, समझ में तो आए कि question क्या है? Before I observe your first sentence, you have already spoken 5-4 sentences. So that should be avoided, and you should not be too slow. Like some of the politicians, I don't want to name them, they are all good speakers, but they are a little slow. So don't be too slow. Don't be too fast. Maintain a medium pace of speaking. Medium pace of speaking. Words should be properly pronounced. आप लोग इतना स्पीड से बोलोगे तो बीच में words जो है वो गायब हो जाता है. Okay, coming to gesture and posture, how you are standing. Mostly when you are making a video, up to your waist, visibility up to your waist is okay. Fine. Yes, neither the listener understands nor the speaker himself. I like this point by Milka saying, yes, repetition dilutes interest. That's a very good thing. When you repeat things, it gets diluted. So points should not be repeated, and nothing can be achieved out of without practice. Now you will say, ma'am, टोन भी देखना है, फ्रीक्वेंसी भी देखना है, फ्लुएंसी भी देखना है, प्रोनाउंसिएशन देखना है, फेशियल, कितना सब कुछ देखना है और ऊपर से स्पीच भी लर्न करना है. So not it will not happen overnight. You need practice for that. Yes, innovative and develop interest. I'll come to that. Ma'am, they speak high standard words. No, sir. Okay. Thanks again, Nandini, for giving me one more point. High standard words. Now, let me tell you one thing. आप जब speech दे रहे हो, no need of adding difficult and complex words. We don't have to become Sashi Tharoor. Anyway, he is next to Oxford Dictionary, a superb vocabulary he has. But when you are giving a speech, ordinary people should absorb. That's it. So using bombastic words will not make you an excellent speaker. Complex words, avoid kare. Complex words, I do tell students complex words. I have made a lot of videos on advanced vocabulary, but those advanced vocabulary is needed when you are writing and when you are preparing for any competitive exams. As far as speaking is concerned, simple English is enough. See, simple English is enough. Right now when I'm speaking to you, I have not used any such bombastic words. I have not used any complex words. Right? So that's what we need. We do not need to use bombastic words and sound very different from the crowd. वही चीज simple sentence में बोलना है and you have to speak with a grace. Coming to this one, avoid fillers and repetition. Now, when I talk about fillers, I'll come to that also. When I talk about avoid fillers, now let us first understand what are fillers. Now, before I ask you any question, let me take a short break and you tell me what do you understand by fillers. Are you Samatrai? Ma'am, should I look at the person who's asking the question or should I casually look at all the interviews? No, when the person is asking you a question, at that time you look at him. And when the asking of question is over, when you are answering, you can look at all. When somebody is speaking to you, asking questions, you look at him. Asking is over. When you are answering, look at everybody. Okay, my question was, what do you mean by fillers? ये fillers क्या है? Fillers का मतलब है जो चीज fill करता है. तो ये speech में क्या fill करता है? What fills in the speech? Yes, Nandini, yo, very good, correct answer. So words like, you may find a lot of celebrities, a lot of stars, a lot of people from high official rank, they use a lot of when they speak. Right? So can you write down some more fillers? Like one I gave is मैंने एक example दिया तो वैसे और कुछ fillers आप नाम बताओ. Nandini has written yeah. Okay, I want some more fillers. There are many. Tell me some or I'll tell you some more. Oh, yeah. For some people, English is only yeah, hi, yes, and no. Basically, yes. Basically, yup, nope, okay. These words, basically, literally, I mean. One more is I mean. In every sentence they have I mean. Like I'll tell you one thing, even I had a very bad habit of saying, which which I had received from my surrounding, क्योंकि तब तो कोई नहीं था बोलने के लिए कि ये जो यू नो हम बोलते हैं वो नहीं बोलना चाहिए. So I, जो हम सुनते हैं उसी को हम सीखते हैं. So I learned that. But then when I realized कि ये जो हम I mean ये जो words हम sentence में डालते हैं, they are actually called fillers, or they actually spoil your you can say your fluency. This shows that you take a lot of time. See, when a person says you know, in every second sentence, that means the person is pausing and taking time to think कि मेरा इसके बाद वाला sentence क्या होगा. So that gapping is filled by this filler. I hope it's clear why it is called filler. It fills your speech, but then it spoils your speech actually. Yes, Milka, fillers are funny to use, but unfortunately, 80 out of 100 are into these fillers, and you can, of course, you can get over it. If you देखो हमारा जो दिमाग है ना, it's like a brain, it's like a computer. If I instruct my brain that मुझे नहीं बोलना है, and if I have that much of strong determination, I will not say it. I was using so many English phrases wrong, and now I have realized whatever I spoke was all E. I really wonder what kind of an English I was speaking earlier. हर सेंटेंस में हर सेंटेंस में I mean, और मुझे लगता था that is very cool. It sounds very cool. अच्छा, if I say nothing is cool, that's not cool. That's filler. Avoid that. Avoid repetition in case you are framing a sentence. Now, do not frame the sentence with the same beginning. According to me, I think, I believe. Okay, you can give your views like this. But out of these three things, sentences, what I said, not sentences, they are not sentences, starting words which I gave, according to me, I believe, I think, इन तीनों में से कौन सा हमें नहीं बोलना चाहिए? Let me know. Yeah, Nandini, you are superb today. All your points are just to the point. Okay, now tell me, what did I ask? I forgot. I asked something and I saw her chat. I forgot what did I ask. You can fix it. I mean, yes, that's correct. You've got it correctly. But what was I asking? I forgot. See, I told you I'm a forgetful girl. Yes, repetition. Yes. According to me, I believe or I think. इन तीनों में से गलत कौन सा है? According to me, I believe, I think. अरे गलत कौन सा है? अच्छा, you've written this answer. I believe. What I mean, My question is, suppose I want to give my statement. I want to what I think. मेरे दिमाग में क्या है? जो statement मेरा है, मैं वो बोलना चाहती हूँ. तो which one should I use? Which one I shouldn't use? Let me know which is correct. According to me, Nandini has written A. Okay. According to me, I'll wait for a few more seconds and then I'll tell you the answer. Okay, let me tell you the answer. The correct answer is this. The wrong way of starting is this. See, I'm telling you, ये सब मुझे पता नहीं था. When I was of your age, मुझे ये पता भी नहीं था और मुझे कोई बताने वाला भी नहीं था. I learned it only when I started my Like when I became a professional, and then I came to know what blunder we were making. According to me, nahi bolna hai. This is incorrect. Can anyone tell me why can't we say according to me? Why can't we say according to me? Probably. Okay. Why is according to me wrong? Now see, according to me का मतलब है मेरे हिसाब से, or like what I, as I said, मेरे हिसाब से. So according to me, हम जब कोई speech देते हैं, we are not supposed to say. We can rather say according to the book, according to the theory, according to the scientist, according to him, according to the author. So हम according to के बाद we can add this somebody, author, writer, scientist, theory. But when I say according to me, that's too arrogant. This shows that I consider myself to be a little superior than you all, and it's according to me. So this has got a kind of a feeling that you consider yourself to be superior. You can search it and find it out in Google that according to me is the incorrect way of giving your views. Right. Yeah, I can say according to the question, of course. I can say according to them. I can say according to my teacher, according to my principal, according to whoever I wanted to say, but not according to me. At least आप formal conversation में इसको मत बोलो. Avoid you saying this in formal conversation. According to a theory, yes, of course. According to a theory, it's so. Yeah, but never say according to me. You can say I believe, I think. These are the best ways of starting. Or you can straight away start the statement. Oh, the short form according to me is incorrect. It is rude and it is impolite. It is informal. I hope you got my question. Yes, Subha Lakshmi, I think. According to teacher, Subha Lakshmi had written something. According to science, you can say. Of course, that's what I said. According to science, you can say. Okay, coming back to some points which I saw. Very good, Milka Singh. I like this input that you have given. We should use point of view. In my point of view, you can add this also. In my point of view, ये थोड़ा लंबा है, but this is a decent one. ये थोड़ा decent है, rude नहीं है, arrogant नहीं है, इसके तरह. This is okay. This is fine. Super. This is also fine. So you can say, in my point of view, I think online classes are not that effective as offline classes. So I'm giving my view. I hope, guys, it's all clear. You are getting what I said. Like, give me some thumbs up if you are there in the session. Give me some thumbs up. Yes, Nandini, in my opinion, is correct. Accepted, in my opinion. This is called जगाना. बीच में ऑडियंस जब सो जाता है तो आपको उसको जगाना पड़ता है कि get up, give me some thumbs up. Okay, fine. So you all are there, right? Some other points I liked a lot. I would like to speak on that. Somebody had written about clearing throat. Nandini had written. Very good. She has actually observed sportsperson and celebrities a lot. You will find they clear their throat a lot. And they do it very often. Again, let me tell you, that's not cool. Right, that isn't very cool. And there's one more thing, that is when you give your introduction, avoid saying, how are you not supposed to give your introduction? Let me refresh your memory. इंट्रोडक्शन किससे नहीं देना चाहिए? This was my community post a few days back. Now, why I said about introduction, when you're making a speech, again, you need to give a short introduction of yours in the beginning. छोटा सा इंट्रोडक्शन देना जरूरी है. छोटा सा मतलब बहुत ही छोटा सा, क्योंकि अगर आपको 2-3 मिनट का वीडियो बनाना है तो उसमें आप अपने बारे में 4-5 सेंटेंस तो नहीं बोलोगे. Just my name, my class, my school, and the place I belong to. That's it. Only 4 information. Wrap it up in 10 to hardly 10 seconds you need. So that's how it happens. Now tell me which one is wrong. Nandini, the topic will be very soon circulated. I'll be circulating it and I'll send it to you, of course. Acha, Nandini has written this is. Now let me tell you, if you are preparing a speech, it's a formal one, even avoid this is. क्योंकि this is जो है ना ये informal है. ठीक है, formal है आपका my name is, I formal है, और myself जो है वो तो बिल्कुल ही गलत है. Now don't come to me with explanation that फलाना फलाना स्टार ने कहा था. नहीं, जो बोल रहा है बोलने दो. अरे सीखना है तो अच्छी चीजें सीखो ना दूसरों से. Why are you following things which are incorrect? Don't forget, the broken English that we speak is all because of the environment we are exposed. ये जो टूटा फूटा इंग्लिश हम बोलते हैं, ये जो हम बोल रहे हैं, that is all because we have heard that. जैसे I'll give you an example. Blunder mistake. Some people say it's a blunder mistake. अरे blunder का मतलब ही mistake है. फिर वो blunder के साथ फिर mistake. What is this? It's not accepted. Some people use French words. I do not know any French words. Can you please teach me some French words? Archita, can you be clear? What kind of words do they use? You can simply say, I am. That's cool. I am. That's pretty enough. You can say, I am so and so. Yes, it should be only, yeah. Nandini, true facts. अरे बाबा, फैक्ट तो ट्रू ही होता है, फिर फॉल्स फैक्ट कुछ होता है ट्रू. सी, I will not blame the people who speak. It's all because we are exposed. हम लोग सुनते हैं ना दूसरों से, तो उसीलिए हम उसी को रिसीव कर लेते हैं. I'll give you one more example as we have started talking about that. Do you think this is correct? Is this correct? Write down yes or no. I have written on the board until and unless. I have written until and unless. Do you think it is right? If you agree, write down yes in the chat box. If you do not agree, write down no in the chat box. Acha, Sai Shri has written, no ma'am, a complete blunder. Sai Shri, you have to prove me. You have to tell me the reason also. Khali, it's a blunder, but you have to tell me why do you feel so. Okay, let me come to the answer. There you go. Look at the logic. Until एक क्या है? Until एक conjunction है, joining word है, ठीक है? I have written C. And क्या है? And भी एक conjunction है, okay? अच्छा, unless क्या है? Unless भी एक conjunction है. एक ही sentence में 3 conjunction एक साथ क्यों डालना है? Why? What is the need of adding 3 conjunctions at a time in one line? What am I trying to prove? Right. I hope you got the point. What am I trying to say? क्या मैं एक साथ because and but can I frame a sentence? No, I can't. But let me tell you one thing, that this is quite widely accepted. क्या होता है ना, जब हम कुछ गलत चीज बार बार बोलते हैं तो पीपल उसी को एक्सेप्ट कर लेते हैं, और वो चीज जो है उसको हम we start following it, and this is one of that. Now you will find many people say this. It's okay if somebody is saying, that's fine. Now please do not go and start correcting people, whomever you meet, and say, hey, ये बोलना नहीं है, this is wrong. No, we are not supposed to correct others. We have to correct ourselves. खुद सुधरो, पहले खुद सुधरो फिर दूसरों को सुधारो, बट नहीं सुधारना है दूसरों को, हम लोग को सिर्फ खुद को ही सुधरना है. We are not supposed to say this. We are not supposed to add 3 conjunctions at one place. Okay? Some people say that this is for emphasizing, not needed. Yes, Pushpak, we can use anyone. Yes, but you find many people using this expression, right? You will find people in topmost position also saying until and unless. I have heard many people say, but I have never said that. I have never said that whatever you are saying is wrong. No, I'm not supposed to correct everybody and anybody I meet. Okay, anything that is left for me to touch? Yeah. Talking about the speech. Starting should be a short introduction. Introduction should be a simple one. I am, name, school, location, and class. Start your speech with a question or a story. A story will be too lengthy. You can start with raising with a question. How to grab attention? You can initially start with a question which is related to the topic. Maybe you will take a question which is related to the topic, so as the judges or the speakers pay attention. And then you can start with or. I'm giving you some or also. If not a question, you can start with a one-liner, or you can start with a small proverb maybe. Proverb तो current affairs में proverb match. अरे whatever proverb you are adding, again it should match the topic, right? So this is some ways of beginning your speech, and then you have to take care of all the parameters which I had written: fluency, pronunciation, time, speed, tone. अरे हाँ, clothes. No need of wearing any funky and fashionable clothes. Should be simple clothing and neatly dressed. Okay, hair well done. Body up to waist is okay. Avoid fillers. Avoid repetition of points. Repetition of words. Like आप एक ही word, जैसे एक example है good. Some people they keep on using this word so many times. Good, good, good. And why don't you find out some synonyms of good? In the first point, if you are saying good, in the next point you can say a synonym of good. And in the third point, you can use another synonym of good. There are plenty of synonyms of good. Plenty. You have to just do a little bit of hard work in finding out the words. Is pacing up and down on platform formal? See, Nandini, let's say it's a big stage and I have to speak. So I may not keep on moving from left to right and right to left. I won't do that. But a minimum of moving is okay. Like suppose when I'm asking a question to the audience, I can just move a little bit ahead and I can come back to my position. But all your movement should be full of grace. आप स्टेज पे हो, लोग आपको देख रहे हैं, आप वहाँ पे ऐसे ऐसे करके चल नहीं पाओगे. You have to do it with grace. हाँ, if there is a podium in front of you, your movement is restricted. I hope you understand what's a podium. पोडियम जो होता है वुडन, या अगर वो है तो आपका बॉडी मूवमेंट रेस्ट्रिक्टेड हो जाता है, यू डोंट नीड टू मूव. Best is, Nandini, I would tell you, you watch some TED Talks. You can watch some TED Talks, you will find excellent speakers and superb body language. So you can learn a lot. And body language you can practice. Nobody is born with body language, fluency, accent, pronunciation. These are not by birth. These are all by practice. And yes, some more points. Again, Nandini has given this point. Restricted hand movements. I have to speak, I have to move my hands. Doesn't mean I'll keep on moving my hand like this, like this, like this. Or I'll keep moving my hands. Necessary, your hand movement should be necessary, restricted. Shouldn't be too much of hand movements. ठीक है, जहाँ पे जरूरी है वहीं पे hand movement चाहिए. Right? If I'm raising a question, I can just like this. It's a question and it still can't be answered. People have been wondering what to do. So, जैसे आप sentence बोलते हो उसी के साथ your movement of hand should match. जैसे गाने में words के साथ rhythm match होता है, so your speech should match with your words. See, biting of lips and licking them is all sign of nervousness. If you're nervous, you do that. Like when I was of your age, I was nervous, so I had a habit of making sound using my feet. That's a way, that's a psychological way of releasing the stress or tension that we have. कि हमें बोलना है. So that nervousness, some people you will see, if they are holding a pencil, they start playing with the pencil while speaking. So these are all symbols of or signs of nervousness. Hey, my God, who does this? Who puts hands in eyes, ears and nose while speaking? I have never seen this, Milka. You might have seen someone. I have never seen anyone doing this. How should we start a conversation with a person? Touching hair can be accepted, Milka. Some people are there too much. बाल को बार-बार ठीक करते रहते हैं. So I also did that last time because I was not having my band with me. So this time I put my band. Okay, but your hair should not disturb you while communicating. Yes, touching face can be accepted. Too much of touching face while speaking. I too watch TED Talks sometimes. No, not sometimes. Make it a habit. Pushpak, it depends with whom you want to communicate. आप किससे बात करना चाहते हो वो डिपेंड करता है कि आप किससे बात करना चाहते हो. Your conversation will depend on that. Too much stiffness. Yes, your body should be a little bit flexible. A statue होकर तो you cannot talk. Yes. Yes, Saishri, that happens. Even I remember when I was not so like comfortable before the camera, sometimes I went blank and sometimes I kept speaking what I spoke even I couldn't understand. But that's okay. These are all, it can be overcome. Okay, I think I have had given you all the necessary information to all of you. And in case you have any other questions or queries, you can text me right now because we'll be winding up in a couple of minutes. How should we talk to a rude person? How do we talk to a rude person now? Now, who is the person who is rude to you? Like, if it is a stranger, it's okay, let him speak rude. If he or she is your teacher, better to keep quiet. Now, the point is, Archita, you don't have to reply everybody. If somebody is rude with you, it's okay. You shouldn't have that attitude कि मुझे सबको respond करना है. किसी ने मुझे कुछ बोला, I will immediately, like I'm a tigress, I will reply you. No need. So many people tell me so many things. If I keep on responding and reacting to all those people, I will not get time to do my own duty. So if somebody is rude, the best reply is to remain silent, give a smile, and relevant answers. My memory is now stuck with all your teachings. Okay, you can go and have a lemonade to freshen yourself. Milka, have had is the structure of present perfect tense. Have, has, had. Have या फिर has, फिर उसके साथ हम थर्ड फॉर्म लगाते हैं प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस में, तो इसीलिए हम have had यूज करते हैं. सॉरी, ये has है, वहां पे हम have had यूज करते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल, I have had a cup of tea. मतलब मैंने अभी अभी I drank a cup of tea. This is actually not a grammar class. I would have explained you a bit more, but then any other queries, anything you want to ask or you want to input, you can ask. Fine. Now the next very important announcement is last year, this year also we are organizing a competition, and we want to take it in a one step ahead. What is that one step ahead? There are certain more things which we have planned to do. One is to include the +3 level students as well, and the second is we are also trying to touch the schools which do not get much exposure. See, to be honest, you all are blessed to be in an English medium school where you get plenty of opportunities. बहुत सारी कॉम्पिटिशन्स होती रहती है स्कूल में, आप लोग पार्टिसिपेट बहुत नहीं करते हो, कुछ हैं जो इंटरेस्ट दिखाते हैं, करते हैं, but there are schools जहाँ पे अपॉर्चुनिटी है ही नहीं. They don't get. The organization do not take any interest in putting any extra effort. Yes, somebody is saying yes. Shubha Lakshmi. I know, and I believe that the talent they have is unmatchable. So last year also, I have tried to touch the rural areas. This year also, I'll be doing the same. I'm trying to touch. See, Odisha or a state is not only represented by its capital. Capital को छोड़ के भी बहुत कुछ है. So that's the reason I have this time also my effort will be to reach those schools which are deprived of opportunities, and this will be the only platform where they will be competing along with the English medium students, because I believe irrespective of your medium of education, everybody has the right to get all the proper opportunities, and everybody has the right to speak, and that is the reason this competition is named as Speak Up. So I want those who had participated last year, I want your cooperation this year also, and try to spread it as much as you can. The poster will be releasing in a week's time, and as it is released, do take interest. अरे see, अभी से प्रैक्टिस नहीं करोगे ना, तो सिर्फ इंटरव्यू देने, कल इंटरव्यू है, मैं आज प्रैक्टिस करके चला जाऊंगा, कुछ नहीं होगा. It is not a one-day match. It's a test series which you need to play. It's not that interview जब मैं बड़ा होगा, I'll be facing an interview. Okay, fine. I'll watch some YouTube videos just before the interview and I'll go and rock. No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You will fumble. You will get nervous. So to remove your nervousness, you have to start right from the beginning. And I believe this is the right age. No one is going to point you out. No one is going to judge you in other sense. Judge to hoga. Judges are there. They will be finding out who is the best speaker, of course. But wo criticizing level is not there. So do not feel free. And the best part is you don't have to stand in front of a crowd. You have to comfortably remain at your home, place your video, rehearse as many times as you want, come in front of the video, speak. Agar acha nahi hua, delete, do it again. Who's asking you not to repeat it and do it again and again? And you will be given ample amount of time to do it. Yes, hard work is needed in everything that you do. That's absolutely correct. Hard work can be used for everything. Okay, there's a question coming. Never ever. Yeah, we can use. We can use, but never ever I had dreamt of that. We use this for emphasizing. Saraswati, we use it for emphasizing. When we want to emphasize something. I missed out one point. I'll just tell it right now. When you are speaking, your speech should not be like this. It should be dull, monotonous, एक ही flow में नहीं होना चाहिए. थोड़ा सा ऊपर नीचे, your voice, your emphasizing should be up and down. You can watch some good speakers. I'm telling you, watch some good speakers. Maniswai, have you ever faced any problems in interviews? No, not exactly. I've never faced problems in interviews. A very few interviews I have taken that, and the first interview of my life, which was in my +3, yeah, I got it. I got it maybe because of my communication skills, maybe. I do not know. But I have never faced any problems in interviews, and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful to God. Right, okay. Any further questions? We'll wind it up. Yes, Saishri, it can be. Never have I ever. Never have I ever. Okay. Now, before I wind it up, I have some plans in my mind. I have thought of coming live for coming 2-3 Sundays. So let me know how many of you all are joining me. I've thought of coming live for the next 2-3 Sundays. Let me know how many of you all are joining me. And there is somebody messaging. What is this? Acha, Jai Jagannath. May I know who is Jai Jagannath over here? We need patience for that, Milka Singh. Yes, of course. अरे patience तो हर काम के लिए चाहिए. Smruti Verma, Pragya Sarangi. Okay. See, to get a job, एक job के लिए आप कितने साल मेहनत करते हो? Starting from your nursery till I think graduation, and then you do your masters. It's almost 10, 15 and 17 years. And then you are capable of getting a job or sitting for interview. So अगर 17 years patience है, then why not that? I'll definitely join. What will be the topics for competition? I think you've not heard me. I have said that the posters will be released in a week's time. And what will be the topic of discussion for the coming Sundays will be informed maybe on Friday or Saturday. Whatever we will do, it will be related to spoken English, speaking part. Okay, fine. So we'll call it a day. We'll wrap up this session over here. We'll wind it up. A very, I would thank each and everyone who have joined me. Now, before we end it, do not forget to like the video and do not forget to text me. Before you text me good night, do not forget to text this. You can drop me comments by writing #Atoshi'sEdulore. Just do me that favor and text me #Atoshi'sEdulore. You can look at the spelling. My spelling is ATOSHI. It's not ATU. I've seen many people writing ATU, SANTOSHI. No, my name is ATOSHI. Okay, fine. So, take care. Bye-bye. I'm not getting some messages. Yes, got. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. And see you very soon. Till then, take good care of yourself. Bye, all of you. Yes, good night, all of you. Good night. Ouch. Okay, bye.